is increasing confidence among people who are hesitant to get the vaccine. Governor Cox, I know you're bringing community leaders in to build confidence. Tell me about your efforts and how it practically is functioning, what you're seeing from those efforts.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. It's great to be with you. We appreciate Jeff taking all of our complaints over the past few months. He's been remarkable in helping us resolve all of those and mostly put it.
By the way, he doesn't own any pharmacies. I just want you guys to know.
We're very well aware, but hey, thanks for allowing us to participate and highlight some of the good things you're doing and that are working well. By the way, just an aside and a tip for our media partners, I occasionally see reporting that focuses on what percentage of the total population has been vaccinated. That's great for places like Maine with the oldest population in the country, for places like Utah with the youngest population in the country, and of course, a large significant portion of our state that is not eligible to be vaccinated. That's not exactly the right metric to be using, but we're very excited for the announcement to allow younger people to get vaccinated because Utah has more of them than anywhere else. Mr. President, we're really good at having kids here, so we're excited to have that opportunity. When you talk about hesitancy, though, I want to mention that it's most important to be very flexible and adaptable. What was working a month ago isn't necessarily going to work today. Yeah. Of course, we have a vision for where we want to go and where we are in this phase of the vaccination campaign. Data collection is absolutely critical, and this is something I want to mention that the Governor DeWine just touched on. But while some states go into the field to do some polling, we are in the field every day of every week, constantly getting new data to understand that population that is remaining that hasn't gotten the vaccine. And I think that's really important for everyone to understand. We often just talk about the vaccine hesitant population as one big group, but it's really much more than that. I like to say we've moved from what I call the vaccine ecstatic and the vaccine excited phase, and we're now in the vaccine busy or the vaccine curious phase. These aren't people that refuse to get it; they just haven't gotten around to it yet. And I think we have to approach all of these groups a little differently. But with that data, that's allowed us to really focus on three specific areas: the why, the who, and the where. To overcome this vaccine hesitancy, we designed a public information campaign that not only answers questions and resolves concerns, but it helps people understand that getting the vaccine is the way to get back to the things that we all love, that we all want to do. Weddings and family reunions, Utah Jazz games, the best team in the league right now, churches, hugging grandparents, quinceañeras, all of those things that we care about. We want people to understand that the vaccine is really the key to ending that. And that's one area where we could use some help from the White House and others, and that is modeling what a fully vaccinated person can do. I like to say that we have fully vaccinated people, we should start acting like it. And that's a big motivation to get the unvaccinated to want to get vaccinated. Next up, we focus on the who, and I think, Mr. President, this may be the most important of all. Through our research, it became clear that people trust their family doctors, their local community leaders and church leaders, their family, friends, and neighbors a lot more than they trust government on this issue. So we've been working directly with those different voices to empower them and give them a platform to encourage vaccinations, which leads to the third, and the other governors have talked about this, so I won't take as much time, but the where is so important for this next phase and the next group of people now that we have enough vaccine for everyone. And so these mobile pop-up clinics that we're talking about really matter. And when you partner with the who, the right voices in a community. So for example, in our Latino community, we're working with churches and pastors who will bring these mobile pop-up clinics right to the church where people can go and get those vaccinations. We've opened a portal to any organization in our state, businesses, churches, nonprofits, summer camps. Anyone that wants a mobile vaccination clinic can request one. We go directly to them. They have a party. People can come and get vaccinated. And we're finding that those trusted voices are helping us with that next phase of people who are a little unsure or just didn't have enough time to get around to it. We're taking out all of the excuses to not get a vaccine. And that's where we are now, Mr. President. We're excited as we continue to reach towards that goal of getting 70% of our adults vaccinated.
Well, you're doing a heck of a job. And the idea you're talking about is what we nationally can do in terms of drawing a portrait of what it means if you're fully vaccinated, what you can do and what you can't do relative to the rest of the population. And we're just getting there now to the degree that I think you're going to see a more aggressive effort on our part to lay out that once vaccinated, it's not only you can hug your grandchildren, you can do a lot more. And whether or not you have to have, even at some point soon, mask inside versus outside. I mean, so and if anything, we've gone a little slower to make sure we're exactly right as terms of the percent of the population that has been vaccinated, the adult population. But